How's it going, everyone? It's me, Whiplashthesnake, and before we get into this review today, I'd just like to make a small announcement real quick. You guys remember that giant list that we have in the description of every single one of these videos that tell you guys who is going to be in the future YouTuber reviews? Well, that's gone, and I've replaced it with something that I think is a bit better. Instead, I've created a large Google document full of every single past review and every future possible review, and just have them listed there. That way you'll be able to see the person, see their score, go straight to their channel, and straight to the video all in one place. And yes, don't worry, I've done this for mini reviews as well. Also, no longer will you have to worry about your suggestions getting lost in a sea of comments. You can now leave them directly on this Google Docs page, and I can look at them directly. No, this is not a place to volunteer for mini reviews. But yeah, I will be updating and checking that page quite often, so make sure you go ahead and check it out. I do hope that you guys like the new system there. The link is down below, and I've wasted enough of your time. Let's get into the video. Hello one and all, and welcome to YouTuber Review, a show where we go through some of the biggest names in YouTube and analyze them for their quality of content, the current status of their channels, and the personalities they put behind it, while at the same time giving them a minor helping of criticism, but only as long as you spell minor like this. On our last episode, we had a volunteer come forward, and that volunteer was none other than the one, the only Sky Williams. And before we even get started on this, let's just take a moment to address the dripping fangirl in the room. Yours truly. Yeah, when Sky Williams sent me these messages, it completely took me off guard. I did not expect it at all. Seriously, I had to check with him to make sure it wasn't a troll. So to Colossal's Crazy, thank you for pointing Sky Williams in my direction. And to Sky, don't worry man, I am not going to go easy on you. Now, to get into business, who is Sky Williams? Well, to put it in the most basic of terms, he's an internet personality who is popular for playing League of Legends. But even if you had the tiniest hint of who he was before, you would have already known that. So don't worry, later in the review we will be getting a lot more in depth. But for now, just understand that a lot of his content revolves around the game League of Legends, and then most of those revolve around a funny moment style of video. And again, yes, I will be getting into that more later, because probably just saying the words funny moments videos has likely already put the image of jelly in your head. Don't worry, that's not at all what we're dealing with here. Sky actually seems to know how to use his inside voice. And really, that's a positive thing, because in this case, it's not really about the gameplay that's funny, it's more about the conversations that are going on. And believe me, I do have quite a bit to say about it, but again, more on that later. This is just the intro. But with that in mind, you guys do have a very, very basic idea and understanding of who Sky Williams is and what his channel is all about. Let's just go ahead and dive into the main review. The legendary channel known as Sky Williams, according to his About page, joined the wonderful website known as YouTube on April 23rd, 2008. As far as the description goes, it's pretty simple, just saying new uploads. I'm sorry, okay, let me try that again real quick. New uploads every other day at around 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time! Sorry, I get that, it's because of the caps. Oh yeah, and also if your name happens to be Sky Williams, skip ahead a few seconds because I'm about to show you your sub count. But over the 9 years that Sky Williams has been on this website, he's already gained himself 911,000 subscribers. So yeah, he's getting pretty high up there. And as far as other content goes, he only has this one YouTube channel, but he does have Subboxed Video Game Donkey and XLeaB, who just are people that he likes to play with a lot. And outside of YouTube, he sometimes streams on Twitch, ignore the schedule. And of course, he has his massive Twitter account where you can often find him interacting with fans and also yelling at people and getting in drama. I know I don't really talk about Twitters that much, especially on YouTuber reviews, but it's something that he uses all the time, so it's basically just part of his channel at this point. But going back to his channel, he also has an option where you can support his channel, although he genuinely tells you not to in the description of it. And just taking a quick scroll through his videos, we can get a pretty decent idea of the type of content that he makes. And looking at the upload times, we can also tell that his description was a complete lie. Seriously bro, what happened to the every other day? I'm mad! But we can also see that he uploads a wide variety of content, including a bunch of Let's Plays, of course, some vlogs of him just talking to the camera or doing random skits, and much more recently, drama videos. He also used to do a lot of videos of himself talking to the camera about League of Legends about a year ago, but he's really cut down on those quite a bit. But you know, those types of videos were actually like his first types of videos, only you know, with editing in it. You know, just a bit more than adding a little jump cut here and there. But while we are on the topic of Sky's original videos, let's go back to a time before, you know, there were jump cuts or anything like that at all. In his very first video, I'm going to die a virgin. Oh, look. This can't be real, right? Fuck it. Okay, let's give it a look.
Oh, hey, excuse me. Hey, miss. Hey, can I talk to you for a minute? Hey, I'm Greg. I just want to talk to you for a minute. I just wanted to ask, what the f*** is wrong with you, okay?
Jesus Christ, man, we're only 18 seconds into his very first video he ever made, and we already got a fucking scarce meme and the best way to start a conversation that I've ever seen in my entire life. Jesus Christ, I need to try this shit.
Hello?
Hey, I'm Greg. I just wanted to talk to you for a minute.
Okay.
Can I ask you a question real quick?
Sure.
Okay, what the fuck is wrong with you? But no, obviously this is a comedy skit, and actually it's pretty well done. I mean, he does most of it in one take. In fact, there's only one jump cut in the entire thing, and that's when he's acting out a different character. It's a comedy sketch routine, and he does a masterful job at disguising it as an actual rant. Although I could be completely wrong, this was 8 years ago, I'm not fucking sure. I could be completely wrong, but I don't think Sky's the type of guy that would be like, what is it about you women that you're not attracted to me? No, the reason why this video is pretty much guaranteed a joke is that shortly after this video was made, he actually started to pursue stand-up comedy. And he was actually extremely good at it. He actually won a ton of comedy club competitions, eventually coming in 4th place against a competition of professional comedians. However, after that point, he slowly started to drift away from stand-up comedy as he found a new medium to express himself and another thing that he enjoyed. That medium, of course, being his videos on YouTube and being able to combine them with something else he loved, which was gaming or League of Legends. His first video on the subject being 5 reasons why your jungler hates you. And this video of his absolutely exploded. It got on the front page of Reddit. It put him in the spotlight and gave him the opportunity that he really wanted to do, to entertain as many people as possible, while at the same time doing something he loved. And from that moment on, he became a massive figure and voice for the League community and just continued making videos on the game. And those videos could be about anything really. He could just give his thoughts on a certain type of character, he could make a video just playing the game, he could make a video auditioning for a voice acting role. He was 100% stuck into gaming and became a massive voice for the community which he was in, League of Legends. And only recently has he started to move out of League of Legends just a tiny bit and start to expand to other games such as, of course, Overwatch, the new Paper Mario game, and even some mobile games here and there. And recently, all of these videos, besides one which I will get to because I absolutely love it, and it's what I do want to see, have followed a very similar format, and that is his League of Legends style of videos, where he'll just get into a game with a bunch of friends and he'll just play along, they'll talk, hilarity and hijinks ensue, and once the match is ended, so does the video. Roll the outro and get out of there. Fair enough, it's a multi-person let's play of sorts, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that, and yes, it does an amazing job of being entertaining. All the personalities in the videos do an exceptional job. It's just a shame that we're not giving any indication of who these personalities are. Sure, they may say a person's name here and there so that you can associate the name with the voice that responds. And hell, if you've been watching Sky for a long time, which I'm sure a lot of you have, you probably already know the voices of these people and who they are. But if you're someone like me, who was going in blind, having never watched a Sky William video before I started researching for this review, you're left in the dark. You have absolutely no idea who any of these people are at all. there's no visual representations. All you have is different colored text at the bottom of the screen. I mean, fuck, I can tell when Sky's talking, he's the green text. But who's the blue text? Who's the pink text? Who's the red text? Who the fuck's the orange text? It's always just Sky on screen when any of them are talking, so is he just all of them? I mean, of course not, it's his gameplay, but you see what I mean. Yes, after a while you may start to remember their voices, but unless you caught their name somewhere, you'll have no idea who the fuck it is still. And even in the description, he doesn't tell you who he played with, or really anything else, just links to his other stuff. I mean, fuck, you could have at least thrown their Twitters in there. Also, side note, why the fuck is this gaming video in people in blogs? But seriously, I scrolled down into the comments, and a few of the first things that I saw were people asking where they can find these other people that were in the video. Everyone's basically been left to figure it out on their own, and really, all of it can simply be solved by going down into the description, writing "thanks to my team" or something cheesy like that, and if they don't have one, or you just don't want to put their YouTube description, just throw in their Twitter ad or something that we can easily search up and find them. The thing that really sucks is that he used to even have a system that took care of this issue a while back, and he just stopped it. His videos from about a year ago had that visual representation. That representation being a small headshot of whoever was talking in the corner of the screen, accompanied by their own colored text. I mean, fuck, they even had emotion too whenever they were angry or they were happy about something. It was a feature that was there that 100% solved this problem. I mean, you didn't know who they were still, really. At least in the sense of being able to follow them directly in the same video that you saw them in. But it got the job done of at least giving a face to the person who's talking. Something visual to remember instead of just their voice alone. Honestly, going ahead and watching one of his newer videos that look like this after watching the ones with the faces, it looks more like a step back. Like I'm watching one of his older videos. Seriously, this is one of the newer videos and he has the screen recorder thing on screen for the entirety of the video. One more editing mistake that I didn't even realize it until I was doing this video here. I was editing it together. I only realized it now. It actually made me go back and double check was the outro. And if you're like me right now and you're looking at this right here, you're seeing it too. And just in case you haven't spotted it, you see those black boxes there? Those boxes where, you know, you're supposed to put past videos? Well, guess what? That shit's fucking blank. Don't worry, I made sure to check that this was not only a one-time thing. I went through a bunch of his videos. Heh, nothing personal, kid. It's blank. That's enough. Surprise, surprise, it's blank as well. Even his newest gaming video, I don't have this mastery for nothing, nigga, still sits completely blank even though it's gone through a palette swap. And don't worry, I checked it on my phone too. It's not that it's been replaced for like a push annotation or anything. It's just not there. Of course, another thing I don't get is that in his older videos, he used to do it and he used to do it properly. This was 4 instead of 2. I mean, you still couldn't click on any of them because there was no annotations there, but at least they were set up properly. Really, it just seems to be another feature that used to be there, but has since gone away. But before we move on, one more personal gripe. The ending song. Fucking loved it. Wasn't in the description, so had to go to the comments to find out what it was. But back on track, the trade-off of the things that have been lost in the videos seems to have only been replaced by a few more images ripped straight from Google image search. Great. I mean, in a way, I guess it's okay. It gives a little bit more personality to the videos. It adds a little bit of mean humor in there. And fuck, at the very least, it implies that there was more editing that went into the video than him just adding the text and cutting out the non-funny bits. But really, a lot of times they're so few and far between that if you're not there to just watch the gameplay itself, you might just kind of check out and, you know, have it playing in the background as a sort of podcast. I know I found myself doing that a few times. I don't know, I just feel like there's a lot more that could be done to make these videos a lot more entertaining to watch on a visual perspective. Maybe zoom in a bit to highlight some comedic timing of something, or to highlight the intensity of a badass moment. Maybe slow moments down, or cut out some of the audio to insert a comedic gag in response to something that someone says. Keep in mind, these are just my opinions on something that I think would make this better. I mean, this is absolutely subjective right here. I mean, you could just give me the big old middle finger saying this is my style, fuck off. And again, I think the audio and humor in it's great. And it's just my personal opinion that the video itself needs a little bit more work to be entertaining. And I'm sure there's a lot of people that this is their favorite style of video ever. And to those people I say, cool, that's absolutely fine. Everybody has different preferences, and mine just so happened to be in the style that he actually has done other videos in the past. Such as in his Paper Mario Color Splash video. Yes, I'm aware that was a review, but there's a lot of things in that video that could easily be translated over to his Let's Plays. Procedural zooming in on something to emphasize a point, flashing back to old clips to emphasize a joke or a point that was made previously. I don't know, I guess what I'm saying is that video was fucking awesome. I want to see more like that shit. Oh my god, it's so good. It's so good. My voice is good. But something else that this video had brings us into our next topic, and that's his vlogs and skits. And these can actually be a little bit varied, with some of them just being him just straight up laying down on his bed for 10 minutes. You know, just kind of chilling there, talking, completely uncut. Basically, it's just one of his Twitter videos, just on major fucking steroids. But then we also have these well thought out, well edited, and well acted skits. You know, really besides finding someone who can hold a camera still for an extended period of time, I really have nothing else to say about them. They're good. I like them. They're great. Blow Smosh out of the fucking water. But going back to his vlog style videos slash response style videos, they're always about a certain topic, and sometimes they get a bit heavy. And while this does somewhat lead into the drama type things, videos of his like Black Lives Matter, except for mine apparently, which was made because of a video that he made on the MTV Dear White People video, which I didn't get to cover myself, unfortunately. I'd fucking love to rip that shit apart. But it was a long, well-edited, well-thought-out response to the backlash he faced for speaking out about how terrible that fucking video was. Which, I mean, was ridiculous I even had to do in the first place, but it showed his skills in arguing against people who were fighting against him, and was actually one of the first steps of him actually taking on drama on his own channel, besides just Twitter, which he does quite often, and he actually started to cover it a little bit more, releasing a video shortly after called iDubbbz and Tana Racist? What are you saying? And keep in mind, this video was made before the content cop actually dropped, and this was just when we knew that Tana made her video and that iDubbbz did go to the meet and greet. And of course, it served to break down what was happening and just basically explain it and give his takes and opinions on it. Most specifically on iDubbbz and the racist part of it. But really, for the time, it was a decent video at the very least. It was outside the style of any of his other types of videos, preferring to use images and a drawing of himself that only moves about once during the entire video. But I suspect that this topic is not at all complete. At least if his Twitter is anything at all to go by, we're going to be something relating to this in the next coming days. And he's even going out and talking to people, you know, getting into drama situations just on his own. He's gone into several live streams, going into ones with Keemstar and Sargon of Akkad. But really, all the editing and all the video styles aside, the thing that's most important for Sky Williams and his channel is his personality. Really, it's something that people love about him. He can be the biggest, sweetest, funniest, cuddliest teddy bear in the entire world. Then he can turn right around and give you that bitch slap on Twitter. Really, it's fucking great. He's an all-around funny guy, and before we get into the final score, I'm just gonna show you exactly what I mean. Playing just a small clip from his newest video, which unfortunately does happen to be a sponsored video. Terra is the easiest game of my life, brah.
Oh god, how scary! Many of my followers, subscribers, many of them know me to be very calm, collected, not dramatic. How much more can I go before I die? We're gonna die! Oh shit!
But by now, I believe I've covered all the major things that I needed to cover, so let's just get right into his final rating. So, for any of you who are new to the show or are unfamiliar with the system, we rate channels here under 4 different categories. A 9 to 10 gets a subscribe, a 6 to 8 gets them and check them out, a 4 or 5 gets them a maybe watch one of their videos, make your own decision on it, And now 1 to 3 is, oh God, run! So where does Sky Williams sit on this list? I can hear you already asking. If it's anything less than stellar, you're fucking dead. And yes, don't worry, I am absolutely gonna give him a high score, just not as high as some of you may have liked. Because in the end, I am going to have to give Sky Williams a very, very high 8.5 out of 10. He is so close to a 9. Definitely go check him out. Seriously, he is such an entertaining and lovable guy. You need to go check him out if you have not done so yet. And believe me, I wanted to give him a 9. I wanted to give him a 9 so badly, you have no idea. But ultimately, the gaming videos and the issues in them was holding me back from doing so. If those were fixed, immediately he would go from a 9 to like an almost 10 channel immediately. Honestly, Sky is an extremely funny dude, and you'd be doing yourself a major disservice if you did not go and check him out. Seriously, go and do it right now. You will not regret it. Did I manage to get through an entire Sky Williams review without mentioning the fact that he's gay? Huh. Let's go ahead and check out the wheel selection. I'm not happy about this wheel. Why'd you do this to me? Oh, fuck it. Okay, guess we're doing Stampy Long again. Fuck it. But thank you everyone so much for watching this video. I know it's been forever since I fucking uploaded. I'm a lazy cunt, okay? I'm sorry. But I tried to put a whole lot more work and effort into this video to make it up to you guys, and I do hope that you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please hit that like button, and if you really liked it, hit that subscribe button. I would love a new addition to the Snake Army. Very, very, very special thanks to the odd ones out for actually accepting to be in this video. Thank you very much for that, James. I appreciate it. And of course, thank you to Sky for volunteering to be on this show. I definitely did not expect it at all when you actually reached out to me for a review. And really, I'm sorry it took so long for me to get it actually out since you asked. But if you have stuck around for this portion of the video and have not, yeah, I don't know why you haven't, go ahead and click on Sky Williams right there and go to his channel. He definitely needs it. Go check out Lord Bung because he is amazing as well. And follow me on Twitter for updates on future videos as well as a ton of fucking memes. Anyways guys, I'll see you on the next one. Whiplash out.